Welcome to America. Holy shit, that's loud. Sorry, I didn't think it'd be that loud. Welcome to America, everyone. This is Hole. We played this last time. It's a weird game where you go in a hole, there's popcorn, and things break apart in the popcorn, and then you end up in this hole and you shoot things. It's still very loud. Sorry, just give me a second. I got some upgrades. Some of these upgrades you may notice are new. Some things that you didn't see before, like a weapon rack, and an upgrade bench. But an upgrade bench and a customization bench. That's right, chat. I've learned that this game has way more mechanics than I thought there would be in the game. You can upgrade the stats of your guns. And for some reason, the first two things that you can buy is a training range, which doesn't do anything for you. Training range sucks, as well as a dummy. It's not that useful to get a dummy. But I will say this. It's handy that I have it now, because this game gets better, but oh my god, does it get even harder. So this game is literally about shooting things. I've unlocked things. You can get these things to regenerate HP, which I got as well in max HP. I finished some quests as well, but it's just getting money and stuff. Now we need to go to the drainage system, get some blood, and we need to stay in a level until the end game, because you can't proceed too quickly. So the reason why I want to play is because I wanted to show you this. To get upgrades for your guns, you have to go until level 3 of the game. You know how I said we have to leave before level 3 because it gets way harder? No, you have to stay until level 3 to kill the enemies that show up. Because that's when the game actually gives you things. And I was like, you know what? Why don't I show you how it goes? Why don't I show you? And boy oh boy, is it hard. Holy shit, that's a lucky find. I also got really addicted to this game, playing off stream. It's very fun. It's surprisingly, the loop works very well, and it really does kind of feel like a deathmatch shooter, but as a single player game. It's surprisingly good. I didn't think it'd be that good too, because it's like you just wouldn't really expect the flow to flow very well, but it works very well. I also really liked when I unlocked the second gun, the choices that you had to make in terms of how you would use the second gun and when you would want to pull it out. It's a lot of fun choices. And I've learned to not take it as fast as I usually do. Speed is how I die. I hear someone. And it's funny because you say that I feel American today. Well, guess what? I finally learned all the requirements of a personal arms license, which I'm not going to talk about on stream until I actually go and do it and confirm if what I know is correct. But I am excited to try and go to get that process done. Not because I want to shoot things, but because, you know, I kind of is basically just because I want to try it out, just to see how it's like. I think it'd be fun just to learn, you know? Just to learn and see how it works, right? But the Canadians can shoot things too, chat. Don't worry, no one's dying. I'm just doing it because it's fun. Oh shit, it's jammed. I also regen life now, so these levels get a lot easier now. So there's a lot of really nice things about my current build, and I realize that you actually have to keep upgrading things. So you do have to stay for as long as you can, get to level 3 in the bottom left, and you have to make as much money as you can to slowly level up. I was playing it wrong the whole time, staying on level 1. That's why I kept dying all the time. But yeah, it's nothing dangerous. I just think it's important to be able to know certain things, yes? And also, honestly, it just seems interesting. Like, it seems like, you know, well, what is it like? How does it feel like? It's a recreational thing. It's not a practical thing. Which I think is the healthier thing to do with it. That's crazy. What? He just killed me. But also because I really felt like, you know, you could just go to a shooting range. Well, yeah, but like, I could go to a shooting range, but then I have to like rent the things, and I have to get the thing. But it's like, at least if I get the personal arms license, right? I could even maintain my own gun and sort of like learn how that sort of whole thing works. Because it's like, it's one thing to go to a shooting range to blast a couple guns to get like the feeling of it. I really want to go all the way to see exactly what it feels like to maintain the thing and sort of take care of it, right? Because it's like, how the things that I see with people's like, own personal guns, I'm always like, how the hell do you even get your hands on this stuff? So it's like the whole ecosystem it's sort of the thing that fascinates me, where I want to learn about the whole ecosystem. Again, not for any bad reason, okay? I need to emphasize here. These are not toys. These are genuinely dangerous things. But I think that's the weird part, is that in a weird way, going to the shooting range makes it feel more of a toy. And it's sort of funny to me that you can just go to a shooting range to learn how to shoot without having to get an arms license, where it's like, wouldn't it be the opposite, where it's like you have to get the license to know what to do with a gun and know how to treat it like a dangerous arm, and then you would be able to go to a shooting range? Like, it feels like a backwards way of doing it. I don't know. But I digress. I'm going to learn more about things, okay? Because playing games like this has made me very interested in the concept. Because I realize there's a whole world of things I've never known that these games introduce me to. Them, like, maybe it'd be worth it to just go and try and see. Most places require you to have your own gun. Oh, wait, really? Oh, so therefore your own license. Okay, see? Even better. Wait, actually, okay, that does explain a lot. Because the one stipulation that I did read was, like, you had to tell them what route exactly you're going to take your gun to the shooting range, and they will track heavily where you're going to go and how you're going to get there. It has to be secured the whole way through, which also is kind of crazy, because I'm like, let's say you have L shooting range. Okay, well, okay, you have to understand, okay, we're speaking from a North American perspective, where, like, people go crazy around here, okay, chat? There's a reason. But also think about it too, like, imagine you go to a shooting range. Like, imagine you run a shooting range and you have to keep maintaining these guns, right? I feel like it'd be cheaper for you to just provide the range and the targets. So you provide the targets and the range, and then everybody else has to provide their own guns. I can kind of see why they do that system. I see why they do that system. Ah, shit. At least for me, it makes sense. Unless it's Las Vegas and you can shoot a rocket launcher. What? Sorry, or grenade launcher. Sorry. What the fuck? You shoot a fucking grenade launcher in Las Vegas without a license? Actually, I did see a streamer shoot a machine gun. And I thought to myself, that is an incredibly reckless thing to do, that you can shoot a fucking machine gun. But, like, not like a normal machine gun, like the shit that you see in like a Metal Slug game or something, where it shoots like 500 rounds a minute or something. It's like, holy shit, this thing should not be in the hands of, like, average people paying a $20 fee. I feel like it shouldn't be possible to pay a $20 fee to go shoot things. It just seems dangerous. It was wild, shooting some wild. It was shooting some wild guns there. But see, that's the thing, right? And you trust the person who doesn't have an arms license to go do that safely? I'm sorry to say it, I would require somebody to have a license before they shoot a rocket launcher. I just at the very least, so I know that they know that it's like a dangerous thing, right? You felt like the kickback was gonna kill you. Wait, yeah, because it, like, how do you even hold the thing without getting hurt, right? Because, like, all that explosion, and then it's gonna shoot but did your shoulders hurt though after? I've heard that when you shoot it, like, it like bruises, right? Oh, it was professionally. Oh, you have a trained guy. Okay, so in my mind, the way you described it was, I thought you literally go in, you say, hey, can I shoot that thing? And then they go, yeah, all right, okay, pay $20. Okay, cool. And they hand you the grenade launcher, and then you figure it out yourself. Because, like, how do you load the grenade launcher without blowing yourself up? 2, how do you shoot the damn thing? How do you aim it? 3, how do you hold the thing so it doesn't shoot the grenade into the air? Yo, what the fuck? Where am I getting shot from? Oh shit! Who the hell is that? Ah! I have a holo sight! I should leave. I finally have a holo sight. So that's the ghost that drops upgrades for me, which is nice. Basically, they set the gun for you and stretch that shit. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I was thinking it was like a free-for-all. Like, you just kind of walk up to the counter. It's like, hey, can I shoot this? It's like, yeah, sure. Take your rocket launcher. And then, you know, you just walk it up. You walk up with your rocket launcher to shoot into, like, nowhere. It's like, holy shit. I don't know if again, you trust people to do that safely? I don't trust a single person to do that safely. I would argue that without a license, that has to be even more dangerous. What are the guarantees that the person shooting that rocket launcher knows that it's a dangerous thing? You know what I mean? How do I do the muzzle device? No, the sights. I think we have to get... There we go. 6,000 for that. Sure, okay. But I bought it, and now I've got it. All right. You still pick what you want to shoot. Oh, so you still get to choose your toy. That's interesting. And again, it's just so funny to me that you have the ability to choose to shoot a rocket launcher. That is crazy. But see, that's what I kind of want to like figure out and check out and just try out to see what exactly it all is. Because like, again, when else do you get the opportunity to shoot a rocket launcher? I don't know. It just doesn't really seem like it's possible. And at least I'll know more, right? It was a dummy grenade. Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay, I have had a complete misconception of what it was that you were doing. In my mind, they gave you a high explosive grenade. In my mind, they gave you like because like I've seen the grenades and it's like the very large rounds, right? So I was thinking they just give you they give you the grenade round bullet thing, and then they give you the rocket launcher, and it's just like explosive, and they say shoot down there. They gave them airstrikes too. Yo, no joke. I think if you had a shooting range where you could pay $100,000 to try out an airstrike, it'd be so fucking sick. It would be so fucking funny. It would be the most American invention that could possibly exist, is to have a $20 airstrike. Imagine the group buys for the airstrike, chat. Group buy airstrike. Holy shit. Yeah, everyone, I'm gonna go to the shooting range. And does anyone want to buy into the group buy for the airstrike? Like, yeah, I'm down. Yeah, me. If you pay 10K, it's just some guy who throws something out of a car. If you pay 20K or 100K, it's somebody who actually like uses a real plane. Otherwise, at like 5K, it's just somebody who like uses a drone to drop something. Pretty much fancy fireworks. That's true. It is basically fancy fireworks. Yeah. Wait, you're right. Fireworks are basically. You know what's crazy actually? So I always think about this for fireworks. I see. Sorry, I'll get back to the tongue point, but I see people who sell fireworks out of their trucks, right? Out of their vans. And they do it in plazas in front of a library. And kids can just walk up and buy small fireworks. And I'm like, we live in a weird fucked up society where a child can buy like a mini explosive device that could tear their finger apart. And we're just okay with this. Because I can't, like, the number of videos and stories that I've heard of people losing their fingers from people who work in, like, hospitals and stuff from fireworks is crazy high. And I remember playing with fireworks when I was, like, 7. It's just a normal thing. You just get them. Obviously, there's a parenting aspect of it, right? In the sense of, like, why do my parents allow me to do that? But still, the fact that it exists, is even possible, is just such a strange concept to me. Someone's trying to shoot me. You miss M80s. Wait, isn't that the thing where you shoot the like tube launcher and it's like boom, boom, and it's like boom, boom. I played with those inside of a game. I played with those things in Call of Duty. That's crazy. I miss when I just used to have an M80. Oh wait, that's a firework brand. They just handed it to the kids. Why did they? Okay. Also, look at this. They named a firework like in the same way that they name like real explosive weapons. Like, no wonder these kids are getting their like fingers blown off, man. They just handed the kids like, what the fuck is an M80? I have a body? Chat. I have to Google what an M80 is quickly before I die. M80 is a technology company. Firework. American class. Holy shit. Chat. This thing looks like. This is the kind of shit that they give you in the Marines or something to like test out how to throw a grenade. It's like a World War I style grenade. What the fuck? This thing's crazy. They just give this to you as kids. Back in my day, losing a finger was a badge of honor. Honestly, it's crazy to say that, but at the same time, they're like people really do believe that. Like there's Surprisingly, not many people who feel like the pain and the anguish that you went through is the thing that should be held as a badge of honor, that should be upheld, because it is a symbol of growth and a symbol of the good times, quote unquote. What the fuck? I was like, what's that noise? Why does it sound so close to me? There's a dude beside me chopping me up. We lit those things and put them in the sewer. Okay, so it appears to me that I didn't even have to tell you about my sewer sabotage idea, how like you could theoretically ruin a city by like blowing up a sewer pipeline. It appears to me that American kids simply know this as a matter of fact by their very being. It's like built into your very sort of like soul as an American, the moment that you're born, that you know that like the first thing you should do is throw a very large explosive into a sewer line and see what happens. It was a pastime for you. Holy shit. See, chat? You go huh when I say I want a personal arms license, okay? Listen to the American chatter who is like, hey, it was fun to throw explosives into a sewer line. I'm at least responsible. I'm at least a responsible human being who is getting like a license that says I know what to do with the training that comes with it, with a background check, chat. I'm not the maniac. I'm not the maniac. You put similar ones. Okay, sorry. Even the Finnish chatter did this. Sorry, sorry, American chatter. I love you. I love you too, Finnish chatter. But you're Finnish, but the Finnish chatter is also doing this too. They put similar. You put similar ones in big sewer pipes on construction sites. Sat on it, and it cracked, and then you ran. You are single-handedly responsible for the failing infrastructure in your city. That is chat. I don't want to hear any of these. By the way, these are the same people who went huh when I said I want to go get properly licensed, trained, and understand what's going on and be safe about it. These are the same people who said, huh? This guy's a psycho. This guy's crazy. Yeah? I'm not putting fucking explosives in the sewer lines. This is crazy. I'm the most responsible out of all of us, and I'm probably insane. So what does that say about you, huh? That's actually funny. It's just 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 funny to be told that I'm the crazy one, and then you all come up with these stories. And it's you're the reason why construction takes so long. You ever hear how like old people, they complain about construction taking too long? Like, oh, why do we need this thing over here? Yeah, the reason why is because some person on Twitch.tv went to put a firecracker inside of a sewer pipe and blew it up. Next day you walk past it and you were thinking out loud, I wonder who did that. Deception, success. You rolled a deception check. Holy shit, you rolled a real life deception check to try to pass off the heat. Holy shit, that's funny. Chat, did it work though? Like, did anyone question you after? Because honestly, if somebody walked by me and said, I wonder who did that, I would think it's them, 100%. At the same time though, it's hard to tell because everybody says things. I was actually, holy shit. Okay, that reminds me. I was reading a of course not. You're in. I was reading this story. It's very similar to your story of playing it off. It was such a scary story to read because I'm like, oh my god, people are really crazy and scary out there. But the idea was somebody who murdered someone who joined in on the interview who couldn't help but talk about what happened, and then they let slip that they killed the person. And I was like, oh my god. And they were just there. The police had no clue that they were trying to find them until later when they reviewed the footage and they saw that they were in the interview earlier talking about what happened. After they had caught them. You were surprised that it even broke down. It was like 1 meter wide pipe, small explosive, and you guess the cold affected it. Chat, it's an explosive. What's crazy? It is true though, because it's like, on the one hand, it's like, if it's that easy to break, is it really good for us to build stuff? The hell is that noise? Shh. talking to each other. Because on the one hand, it's if it's that easy to break, would it really, like, is it really your fault? On the other hand, it's explosive. So it's like I wonder what the science is, right? Because surely, because surely the science is that at a certain point, if you get too close, that it's really like the explosion must be very, very strong if you get close enough. If you get close enough, the explosion must be strong enough to blow the whole thing up. Oh my god! Sorry. I'm a screamer. They scared me. They keep coming back to life. They have a massive head. They should hire you to test them. I think they should think about the fact that you might be that you're a miniature terrorist. You have the item that I want. You have the item that. That's it. An upgrade. We have an upgrade, folks. A suppressor! Yo, I've got a suppressor. Let's go. Let's get the hell out of here. Oh! I got a suppressor, folks. Let's go. But yeah, it is funny because it's like, realistically, I don't think you could ever hold back an explosive, right? Like, even thinking about the physics of it, could you possibly make something that's like immune to an explosion like that? I don't think you could. Like, it just has to be because on some level you could make everything proof to everything, but at some level it's like, is it even worth it to do? I'm not really sure. That's vandalism at most, curiosity at best. I don't know if you know how to use that statement. I don't know if it's like, but it You know what, Ashley? I like your usage of it. It's even funnier because it flips it around and it justifies the good with the bad. And it's funny. I think that's funny. Chat, congratulations. You have discovered a new bit of comedy. Holy shit, that's actually good. You were expressing your curiosity. Me when I shit on the floor. I have 4 flashlights, by the way, on this thing. I have 4 flashlights. Assault rifle suppressor, assault rifle flash hider, and a suppressor. Cooling -50, so it cools faster or slower. There's less loudness, which I think matters. Less damage, more jam. Is that good? I don't know. It's less loud though. I guess it's good. Let's try it. So now if I do this. Oh, that sounds nice. Maybe I'll just do it because it sounds cool. Me when I shit on the floor. Me when I paint the ceiling in the poop. You'd say good thing that you did that, otherwise you would do it at a late age. That is true. It is like, I have thought about that concept of like, if you don't do it now, it's like, when are you ever gonna do it? And it's like, not to say that you should do it, but if you're gonna do it, you might as well do it when you're a child, when the consequences are less severe, right? Because the consequence is that somebody dies later. Because to you, like an M80 today would look huge as a child. But to you of today, an M80 is not as large. All people under 18 do crimes. I have noticed that trend. I actually don't. But what's funny is that, like, I wonder why that is. And maybe it's just naturally that kids are rebellious. And I'm sure that somebody who's like an actual trained psychologist, I met somebody who actually like did that as like a major on VHI, which is interesting. Somebody actually studied that, which is cool. I'm sure somebody who knows better about the thing would be able to tell us what that sort of means. But sadly, you have to go with my conjecture, and I'm gonna say yes, it's true because we're all maniacs inside. Think about this: the most evil person that you know is your child. Because your child will willingly start fires, stab things, play with knives, make your life a living hell, take a shit on your like face while you're sleeping. Because to them it's funny. They have no concept of good or evil, and so so naturally, because the humans and by the was it the Bible? By the Bible by the Bible humans are naturally sinful. So to you, a kid pulling on a cat's hair or tail is the worst crime. Yes! Okay, yes, I hate kids who abuse animals. That is a major failure of parenting. It's not even necessarily their fault because like you don't know. I think it's hard to understand, but like kids have no empathy until a certain age, and I'm sure there's actual psychology that backs this up. But like, kids don't have any real understanding of the pain that they put things through until a certain age. And so it's like because they don't, the parent has to stop them. But it pisses me off when I see a kid hurting an animal because I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Just somebody there to tell them this is a living thing. Like really, really think about it. Chat. When I was younger, I used to cry when I stepped on bugs. I had to steel myself for the inevitability that an ant would ruin my life. But when I was younger, I would cry upon knowing that I accidentally killed an ant. And my brother, he walked into the room and he's like, "Are you stupid?" and so and then I realized like, oh, this explains a lot about why he is the way that he is. I was like, "It's alive, damn it, it's alive! I killed it!" And he's like, "Are you stupid?" I'm like, it explains a lot. It explains a lot about why he is the way he is. Raising a kid is to stop them from hurting themselves and others. It really does feel like that, yeah. And like, I wish I could pinpoint when it stops, because at some point it's like I'll be there for an early portion of my niece and my nephew's lives. Help take care of themselves. Holy shit, dots. And then inevitably, I think it's like when they start school, things get a lot busier for the parents, so they stop, you know, being able to, like my siblings, they just stop being able to hang out with us because they're busy taking care of them. And then I'll see them a couple years later, and they're fairly well adjusted. But I'm like, because of that, I don't really know the age when they stop being terrors. I just know when they are a terror and when they somehow magically stop being so. It's somewhere around the 7 until like 12 age range is when they stop being terrors and they start to become good people if you raise them well. And not always, but you know what I mean. It's just the way that it goes. Sorry for screaming. This game scares the shit. Ah! Holy cow. Oh! Oh my god! Have I played Repo? I have played Repo. I want you to know, if you ever hear me play those games, I scream. I played with my friends and I screamed so many times. Like, I would turn the corner and someone would show up in front of me and I'd scream. It's genuinely terrifying. Did I play it on stream or something? I wonder if I played it on stream or something. I actually don't know. Holy shit. But even like my personal friends, like I'll play with them and I'll just randomly scream because it's terrifying. I see them, they're right there, but I can't see them. Shit, they're blending in with the box! I can't fucking see you! I think they're dead. Who was I even shooting? Oh, I see them. But yeah, that game, I mean, Lethal Company too, like, both those games scare the crap out of me. And it's funny, because, like, at some point it becomes a game. But even that one time I played Phasmophobia on stream, that shit was funny only because my friend was scared. But if I played by myself, I would be terrified. It's only because my friend was playing Sweet Destination that she made it funny. If it was just me, I would be freaking out. Gassy, sorry. I have a 2x scope. I think I can stay for a bit longer. I think I'll stay for a bit longer. You saw that one clip and I screamed like a monkey. It was funny. That game wasn't even like a scary game. It wasn't even meant to be scary. That game was literally a game where it's you're a ghost and you hang out with other ghosts in a pumpkin world. You carve a pumpkin. I've never carved a pumpkin every single year. This year we're going to carve a pumpkin. I've never done the pumpkin carving, but it is a wholesome, cozy game. And I screamed like I was going to die. And it was after I said something about it not being that scary or something. I don't know. It's holy moly. But that shit scares the crap out of me. So how many ghosts spawn? So I've only got one ghost spawn. So basically you get drops from ghosts, and then at a certain level, all the high level people start to spawn too. And I wonder if you keep getting items. But yeah, that's why I whenever I play horror games, I have to remind chat that I'm a screamer. Because I will scream very loudly. And this game is why I'm playing it today, because I can't play this alone anymore, because it's terrifying. Game is terrifying to play. Genuine. Do you see this? I am freaking out. They could be everywhere. Reaper would be hilarious because you screaming with the robot's head thrown back. Yeah, I really enjoyed that part of the game, was where all the sound effects would be applied. I thought that was a very fun part of the game. I also enjoyed the different things that you could find. Like I found that the chrono stop thing, the watch thing, the time stop, the whatchamacallit, the sorry, give me a second. Ah! Ah! The hourglass. Ah! I found the hourglass, and I thought that was a funny thing to have. The hourglass was a genuinely funny thing to have. It has had a few updates since you last played. I haven't played for a while either, yeah. Can't wait for a Borrowed Trauma live stream for streaming. Holy shit, you've actually predicted one of the future streams. Yeah, because Borrowed Trauma has had a lot of really good updates, and chat, if you have Borrowed Trauma, I want you to hold on to that copy. And don't buy the DLCs, because I'll buy the DLCs. We're gonna play on stream. You can join once you're in there. The only thing that I wish from Borrowed Trauma is if you could build. Sorry, if you're a Borrowed Trauma dev and you're watching, can you please make this a feature? I want a feature where I can build and upgrade my sub as I play. Not just the fact that the sub has items inside, but like the sub layout even. It's weird that the sub, you can only update the layout from outside the game in a whole separate mode. It is a little silly. Like, I feel like it's a waste, because like then you can't really do anything with the sub, and you can't really see a progression with your sub long term. And I feel like that is a waste. Holy fuck. Fuck. Ah! Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Oh my god! Yeah, if you're a Borrowed Trauma dev, please do think about that feature. I would really appreciate it. Oh! I'm dying. This is really bad. I got the ghost, but not them. Fuck. Jammed. Holy shit, I need to get that ghost item. What was the ghost item that dropped? There's a ghost item that dropped somewhere. Holy shit. Sorry, I need it. There's an item that dropped somewhere. There's the item. Oh, it's a shotgun! They're so tanky. Jesus Christ. Holy god. Oh god. Please. Holy shit. I'm getting out of here. Okay, we have armor piercing rounds. Let's get the hell out of here. Let's go. Sorry, I'll look at the chat soon. This is a little dangerous now. I'm running out of health. I'm dying very quickly. Where is the exit? Holy shit, where the hell is the exit? It's so dark. Oh my god. Shit. Popcorn! Please, popcorn. Please, popcorn, please. Borrowed Trauma is a physical damage caused the body tissues caused by a difference in pressure between the gas space inside or in contact with the body! The surrounding gas! Or the liquid! Wait, that explains a lot, actually. That actually makes sense in the context of the game. You want to see the game not learn about new trauma? The game basically is that entire concept. You are on a sub, Everybody has a different role on the sub. You have different skills, and your goal is to make deliveries and bring things around in this sort of post-apocalyptic world where everybody lives underwater. You go to gas and you go to these stations where there's NPCs. You can hire NPCs. You can be your own NPC. There's aliens everywhere. There's sea monsters. You have to get out of the sub to repair stations. Even it's actually a really cool game, and you have to keep moving, otherwise the game ends, because you'll eventually die. It's a very fascinating concept. I think works very well. I see. You kill the monster. You kill the ghost with the gun that you want to unlock things for. Okay, that's hard. All my upgrades are for this thing, man. All my upgrades are for the rifle. This isn't good. Well, we have armor piercing now. So if I save this for armor, I think it's okay. So I'll do ghost. So this thing is now an armor gun. Is it armor? I don't really know if it's armor piercing. It doesn't seem that good. Gold metal jacket, armor piercing, penetration 25. And at that point, then really no silencer, right? But it makes the gun kick like the recoil seems really hard to use. That's good. That's good. 100 damage. Holy shit. Okay. Let's I don't know what else to upgrade actually. I think that's all the upgrades. Oh, did I finish the missions? Please tell me I finished at least one mission. But yeah, I think the game is very fun. It's sort of an interesting roleplay-esque game that I've seen from how people play it too. The problem is that I don't want to play in a public server because you know the fear of people in public and sort of what they do and they say. I've heard that people can be very toxic when they play it, but I love the concept of the game. It works very well. I just don't know why they don't have the sub-building aspect of it as a main part of the game, and instead it's its own separate portion of the game. It's a very odd system that I think sort of holds the game backwards. Holds the whole. Popcorn. It's popcorn filling my mouth. Yeah. I think we still need the blood bag, so we kill some more, but I'm going to use the pistol from now on because I need to get the upgrades for this thing. Again, this is why I didn't want to play this alone, because it scares the crap out of me. I use stream time as a time to play with people and talk to people, because socialization is nice, but also socialization where I'm the only one talking is nice, because when too many people talk, I get confused. Downstairs. But yeah, Borrowed Trauma will be a future stream at some point. I just don't know when. I'm still trying to figure out a good day to do it, because I need to figure out even like what things to get for it still. I've only just finished playing the Warcraft 3 thing. And even then, I still need to trim the list and add some maps that I probably missed from my old notes, so just a lot to figure out for that stuff. And again, it's not like it's a lot of things to do, but, you know, it's still something. Because I want these segments to be fun, you know? Not just for me, but for you too. I want you to join a co-op segment, and then I'd say, okay, let's play regular vanilla Warcraft 3. Oh, let's play Melee Warcraft 3 4v4. Or 8-player deathmatch, and someone gets, like, rushed by ghouls. I'd rather go to sleep. Or, I don't know, eat food. Still want a hamburger. Still want a hamburger. Chat, I'm gonna order pizza today, actually. Today is a pizza day, because I felt like ordering a hamburger is good. But a pizza, for the value and how much food that you get, I'm craving that flavor, especially because my local pizza place has a good deal going on. What topping should I get? Last time I asked this, steamed pizza, holy shit. You know what's crazy? So my friends were debating this at my other friend's birthday party, but they were like, yeah, steaming the pizza is a good way to reheat it because it gets soft. And I'm like, very true. And then another friend of mine, however, had the same problem that I did, where if you just leave the pizza, it gets hard. And then I asked him, do you leave the pizza outside instead of putting it inside the fridge? And he's like, yeah. And I go, I do the same thing. I also leave it outside. I leave it outside to dry and crisp up to get a little bit of flavor on it. I'm a big enjoyer of leaving food outside because then you don't need to heat it up when you want to eat it. It's already there for you. Even if it's like 12 hours out, I'll still eat it. I've eaten spaghetti that's been on my table for like 24 hours. And I haven't died yet. And I know that it puts me at heavy risk of, what's that thing that can kill you? The fungus? Botulism? Wait, no, it's not that. That's only in the cans, right? Whatever. I know it puts you at risk of fungus, but it's so convenient. You go for a nap, you wake up, there's good dysentery. Oh yeah, that's the thing that like killed people on the Oregon Trail. How did your family die? Dysentery. How did yours die? Dysentery. God bless America. God bless America. But it hasn't happened to me yet. And honestly, I don't know how to say this. If I go to a restaurant and they serve me 12-hour-old food, I wouldn't even be mad. Cause it's not gonna kill me. You think about pesto. I like how you said that as if to like be like, just think about pesto. I actually I've eaten it so rarely that I can't really recall the flavor now. I'm a huge enjoyer of tomatoes. Pikachu! Sorry, if you see me do that in VR, you're gonna see my whole body shake. I shake my whole body whenever I say that. Whenever I say it like that. But I rarely have pesto that I rarely eat it. So it's like I don't even recall the flavor anymore. I'm a huge tomato fan. Alfredo is second best. Like a cheesy Alfredo. But for me, the top is just a plain tomato sauce. Delicious tomato. Give me shit. Wait, they died? Oh. There was someone else here. Pastichi! I also think that actually the mix Alfredo is a third. The second best is a rosé sauce where you combine the tomato with the Alfredo. It's a creamy but tomatoey flavor. What is the flavor of pesto? Can anyone remind me what it is? Again, I've eaten it so rarely that I can't recall the flavor. Also, because like I feel like pesto is a very fancy flavor. Where like places around me don't have pesto. They have tomato, they have Alfredo, but pesto is never really on the option. Because with Alfredo and pesto, with Alfredo and tomato, what I've noticed is that you can use those sauces in a lot of different dishes. Green one is basil. Okay, that's what I thought the pesto one was. So is pesto not the green one, and so it's not basil? So what is it? What is a pesto? Is it the same as an antipasti or an antipasto? Because I know that that's like an antipasta. And you have an antipasta? Fuck. We have Americans. We have people from Finland. We have people from we have people from all around the world, except Italy, and we suffer for it every day. Can somebody please convince an Italian person to join this stream? I'm Vietnamese, and so I know enough about that, and I've got enough connections to Chinese people that I know enough about Chinese stuff. Okay? You don't need more Chinese people. We need Italians. Green pesto, nuts, olive oil. Wait, so there is a thing called pesto. Nuts, olive oil, nuts. Sorry, I like you said nuts twice. As if to say it is the most important thing in the world is that double nut. Whoa, what the fuck? Why'd you run? The double nut is really what makes that dish, right? It's the double nuts. Everybody knows the flavor comes from double nut. Everybody knows this. I have to close that door. I have to close this door. Oh fuck. Oh fuck, they're already inside. It's a ghost! I got the item. I got them. I think. I actually don't know if I got them. Holy shit, this game is so intense! Oh fuck. Oh fuck me. Oh fuck me. Oh fuck me. Oh, get out of here. That's nuts, nuts, nuts. The nuts was on the other line, so you thought they didn't write it. Most things are double nuts. That's true. Most things are double nuts. You can't just go with one nut, what, right? One nut is not enough nut. You need more than one nut to make the most of your nuts. But then there are other pesto types. What? They had other ingredients like lemon or tomato or pepper. Okay, how many types of pesto? Wait, okay. I have Google. I can't really Google because my... Okay, I can't Google this, chat. Sorry. My computer is slowing the fuck down playing this game. This game is slowing me the heck down. I've already sweared. Why did I stop swearing? Somebody please tell me how many nuts there are in a pesto sauce. Any nut enjoyers? Any nut enjoyers? How many of you love nut? At least 2. At least 2 nut. Hollow points, so less penetration, right? But more damage and stun power. Wait, that's pretty good. Okay, I got a gun for stunning and flesh, and I have a gun for gunning and not flesh. Nice. Hello. New drink. I still need red and I still need blue blood. Okay. Mini plants. Sorry, plants. You mean plants? Item magnet. Oh, so it comes towards me. You love to nut. You know, some Twitch admin is gonna like double check what I'm doing, and they're gonna be like, okay, we know that your viewers love to do the whole joke about, you know, 2 different people, but like, can you at least get them to stop talking about sexual topics on their second account? It's like, why don't they do things like try to convince people that you have a stream worth watching? Why do they only talk about sex? Why does nobody advertise your stream? Why do they only talk about sex? And it's like, I don't know, man. You have to ask them. So they had other ingredients like lemon, tomato, pepper, and you have 2 nuts. 2 nuts. Nuts, and he doesn't know. Nuts, and he doesn't know. Everyone get Gran Cucina Pesto Genovese. My brother Christ, did you just say like a Final Fantasy VII protagonist name? What the hell does that mean? Wait, Gran Cucina, Gran Cuisine. I played that Italian game, Cucina Stellata. My cucina is very stellata. Bless you. Normal day in my stream. Normal day in my stream. Alright, chat. We have to break our. We have to become a normal stream. I'm not gonna get a sponsor at this rate, and I need you to know that once I go back to work, which will probably happen soon, I'm hoping these interviews go well. I'm still waiting for an answer from like 3 of them actually that have gotten to the final stage. I just don't know what happened. They just ghosted me. I don't know. But when I get these jobs, there's going to be less time for streams. If you want more streams, it has to be a full-time thing. I have to be able to afford a sponsorship, aka people have to want to be here, okay? We can't keep having sex. What's normal? That's a good question, honestly. Actually, yo, Bad Dragon, hit me up. If you want to sponsor me, I'll test your sex toys live, and then we'll have a reason to be all sexual. We keep showing up, so it's working? It is working. But is that a good thing? Because like on the one hand it's good. On the other hand, you talk about the M80 and then someone blowing up sewer pipes, and someone says everybody like it's like you have to. From my perspective, right? From my perspective, I'm sitting here in my chair with no pants on, just my underwear, and somebody appears and says on the in my left here, someone says, "Hey, everybody has to get Gran Cucina Pesto Genovese sauce." It's like crack. On the right side, people are going, there's so many nuts in this sauce. You need nut, tomato, nut, pesto, nut, sauce, nut, sauce. On the other hand, people are pretending to be different people. It just keeps going on. And then we have somebody talking about grenade launchers. I feel like I'm going crazy. Okay, let's talk about Chomsky's Universal Grammar Theory. I have his book, and I read it once when I was a teenager, and I've completely forgotten the entirety of the topic of his book, only to say that on some level, Chomsky started to go too far with his topics because he started to talk about less language and more things about like life and sociology that I don't remember, and I didn't feel like he was particularly well versed in. Like I felt like if he stayed in his lane, I would have kept reading his stuff. But I need to reread the book so I know if that's even true. Holy shit. Ow, ow, ow. The ghost is killing me. The ghost is killing me. got my item. Let's go. Tactical device. What is a tactical device? No! You read it for 5 minutes, thought it was some schizo drivel, and then you stopped. It is very, like, there's a lot of things going on with it that did make me go, like, should I even be reading this? But that's the thing, right, is that everything sounds like drivel to the uneducated mind, because if you don't know what's going on, then how do you really know what's going on? And that was the problem, is when I read it, I wasn't smart enough to even begin to approach the topics, even to critique it, or to even like even in support of it. So it was like difficult for me to even figure out how I should feel about it. Damn auto mod, sorry. Isn't chat schizo drivel? It is, but I know that it's not because somebody's there. Sorry, in my left ear, Gran Cucina Bruschetta Classic is really good too. It's like meth. Oh man, it just gets funnier and funnier. It's actually a really good bit. I always say that you're not that funny, but honestly, I say that because I'm jealous of how funny you are. Because that's a good comedy bit. Is to just keep going about your sauces and your spreadables and shit like that. It's just there is comedy in you just talking about your sauces while everyone's fighting over the theory of language grammar. And whether or not Noam Chomsky is a hack. And you're like, yo, have any of you tried Gran Cucina Bruschetta Classic? Or Gran Cucina Pesto Genovese? I think you actually had some before. There's no way that you had some. What? Is it a common brand? Please don't tell me that it's a common brand. By the way, this game is a really cool mechanic. I think the first time you get shot, I think they miss intentionally, so that you have a chance to shoot them back. You know what to tell me? You're into pesto and spreadables. Okay, what do you eat them with though? Do you eat them with like bread or do you eat them with? Because that's my thing. Is whenever I watch a TV show, right? I see people eat it with things like, with biscuits and crackers and stuff, and I'm like, well, why? Because I feel like bread's the way to go, right? Snort it. You mean bread? I snort that. I put that shit on everything. Can you imagine snorting? Holy shit! Imagine snorting pesto. I would feel weak after. That the pesto would enter my vein directly through my vasovagal cavity, the vasovagal cavities. I don't know if that's a term. In your nose. Coke. You mean crackers? I put that shit on everything. We have the key. We can finally go to a new level. I'm actually very excited to see what this next level is because I have no clue what to expect. Hello. Thank you for the new key. This key is going to get us into the drainage system. You think you don't know what's going on more or less, but you still thought it was drivel. You think it's controversial in the linguistics community. Okay, so me as a teenager was actually correct on some level that a lot of it felt like it was nonsense then. Perfect, great. I'm glad to know that. Oh, not nonsense, but like definitely not well founded. Like it's just, again, there's something about this intersection of people who, like me, right? Because I'm doing it right now. The intersection of person who goes too deep into topics that I don't think they should be going into, despite the fact that they have no real knowledge on it, and they just believe that should make them an authority. Just look at it, chat. I literally cannot open a link. If I open a single link, I'm going, my computer will crash. Also, that's insane that you found a link that is on the IT domain. That's a top level domain for Italy. Tabgreenline.it. You got a picture of the pesto sauce. It's a family of jars. Is any of them in an asshole? Is this my Goatsy moment where, you know, back then people would Goatsy streamers? Is this my Goatsy moment where it's like one man, one jar? Yes? Well, you sold me. All right. I mean, I'll tap. Wow, it actually does look really nice. Actually, really nice. That's a lot of nuts. Yeah, there's actually two types of nuts. Yeah, you have like the walnut. Oh, I love that other nut. That other nut. What is that name of that nut? Because that nut, you know what it reminds me of? That nut reminds me of worms. When I was a child, I had Ferrero Rocher, and I bit into the Ferrero Rocher. But like a weird child, in a way that I still do eat foods. I eat foods layers by layer. I eat my McDonald's by the bun first, so I eat it from the bun down, and then I sort of go down from the bun into the meat. So I eat things sort of very top down, very slowly. I'm a weird person. I've actually only ever met one other person who actually does this. I eat the Ferrero Rocher sort of in halves, and I eat the one half first, and I eat the second half, and usually it's okay. But this time, I bit into the half of the Ferrero Rocher, and I looked inside, and something was moving, chat. Something was moving. It was wriggling around. And I looked closer, and I inspected it, and there were maggots. Well, not even maggots, just like some kind of worm inside that move around. And for years, I was traumatized from eating Ferrero Rocher that I stopped eating them for a good, I'm not even kidding you, 15 years. Until later in my adult life, I remember the exact time. I was 23 years old. I Googled it, because I was like, I wonder what happened then. And do you know what I learned? Apparently the nut that they use sometimes just has worms in it. Holy shit, same thing happened to you. Yours is a banana. Okay, at least the nut in my story makes sense. Yours was a banana? I'm sorry, that is terrifying. Imagine biting into a banana, like you unpeel it, and there's like a million worms. And he calls us weird. I'm normal. Very crisp way to eat a burger. It's a normal way to eat a burger. What the fuck happened? Holy fuck, it's a horror game. Holy fuck, I took the light and it disappeared. What the fuck? Chat, all the shooting stopped. Chat? I took the red disc and all the shooting stopped and now the sky is red. What the hell is going on? Your pesto has never had worms. That's true. And maybe the pesto allo genovese from Gran Cucina, which is, by the way, Italian for grand cuisine. They're coming for me. Red team is coming for me. Oh my god, chat, they're singing. They're singing some weird... Oh my god! Holy shit. Oh my god. Let's get the hell out of here. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy shit. Oh, Java. The hell is that noise? What the hell is that noise? What is that noise? Holy f... Sorry, chat, I can't talk. All of a sudden, the game turned into a fucking horror game. Please. Please! No! Chat, what pose do you think that you'll die in? This pose that I died in, I don't look that cool. This is a very beta pose. It's not very Sigma of me. Ding. Popcorn's ready. Holy shit. Okay, that is terrifying. I need to think about the routing here. That's terrifying. Whew. You already took a bite when you saw the maggots, and it traumatized you for eating banana for years. Yes, exactly. And it makes you afraid to eat the banana for years. I had the same thing with Ferrero. At least mine was Ferrero Rocher. If I lost, if I lost bananas in my life, I would feel devastated. Because imagine losing a banana forever in your life. I don't think I would be happy. At least like a Ferrero Rocher, it costs money. You know what I mean? It was already a luxury treat, so I don't really mind losing it. But a banana? I don't know, it's just life. Banana is life. Banana's love, but banana's life. Wouldn't that mean that the banana was just that good that even the worms wanted to eat it? Very true, very true. That is a positive thing, yes. It means that it has lots of flavor. You're lucky enough to not have a living thing in the food that you're eating that you're aware of, at least. See, it's what if there was something but you just don't know? You hate sorry, I need to read this with the full I need to read this with the full attention. You hate banana. It makes your ears itch. Yeah, I think you have either a banana allergy or you're inhuman. Extra protein, it is extra protein, but I like my protein to be processed into powder, like whey protein, you know? Okay, would you eat protein that's made from cockroaches, chat? I think I would. But only if it's processed to the point that I don't recognize it. Yes, right? See? Because it would be so cheap. Hell no. Okay, but what if it doesn't look like a cockroach? That's the thing. If it's processed into powder and it's cheaper than regular protein, I think it would be amazing. Because regular protein is stupidly expensive for no reason. Exactly. We already eat the natural flavor of things. Exactly. And think about this. By food health and safety standards, there is a certain amount of cockroaches and stuff that is allowed to be within your food. So, therefore, you're already eating cockroaches, you just don't know. That's the Jello thing in Snowpiercer. Wait, you're right. It is just Snowpiercer. Wait. You think you read that you be allergic to latex or something? Wait, what? Banana has latex? Something similar. Wait, is that why people tell me not to eat the skin? I usually just like eat the skin. Is that how you're supposed to do it? Kidding. I don't eat the skin. I only eat my burgers weird. And only because it's a superior... Honestly, you say if I eat a burger weird, right? It's a superior way to eat a burger, you just don't know it yet. You literally get more flavor from your burger. The bread has been soaking in the juices of the meat. So when you eat the bread, you get the flavor of the meat. Then, finally, when you touch the meat, you get the meat by itself, which has all the flavor being baked into it. It's so good. Then finally, when you get to the bottom bun, all the sauces and all the different things on it, everything just soaks into it and makes it a delectable experience. And you say that I'm the weirdo for enjoying cuisine? This is Gran Cucina. Mamma mia. Latex fruit syndrome, but you probably don't have it. That's interesting. I actually had no clue that could happen. I guess it does make sense though, because you know you have stuff there. If a certain tick bites you, oh yeah, you can develop an allergy to it, right? Analogy to meat, the alpha star thing, right? Alpha something, red alpha or something. Alpha star, alpha omega. It has some weird name where it's alpha star or something syndrome, and you end up not being able to eat red meat. I can't imagine, or just meat in general. Like I can't imagine that being my life at some point. And all it takes is one stupid bug. Sorry, beta. It's the beta. Wait, you're actually... What's funny is that you made a joke, but I'm pretty sure that it is called the beta something. The thing that it gives you. It's a Lone Star tick. Yeah, it's Lone Star tick, and it gives you beta, alpha, something star... No, beta something, beta analogous... I don't know. Alpha gal! There we go, thank you! Alpha gal! You're kind of an alpha gal to me. You're kind of an alpha gal to me. So your joke did work out. It actually did. It accidental beta alpha joke using alpha gal syndrome and Lone Star ticks. Glad. Chat, your jokes have been working this entire time. Congratulations. Chat, I'm gonna say something here, okay? I want you to hold on to this moment because I'll never say it again. Today, I think you're kind of funny. The reason why I'm not nice to you, chat, on a daily basis is because the moment when you are funny, it just hits different. If I told you that you're funny and you look good every single day, then you wouldn't be trying to say something racist. Please, no, please, no, please. I don't want to, please, no, please, I don't want to bad. Please, no, please, I don't want to bad you, please, no. Ubu. But yeah, that's why, okay? That's why I reserve compliments for when it really matters. Because that way, I can entice you to stay. Because if I abuse you all the time, and you're about to leave because you're mad about being abused all the time, right? When I'm finally nice to you, I can convince you to stay in the stream and then give me money when it really matters. That's the genius move. I'm not even kidding you. That's the genius move. You come here for abuse, ooh. Am I really a mean person to you, chat? I'm only mean to racists. Which is kind of pog if you think about it. It's kind of pog to be. Anybody think it's pog to be mean to racists? Anybody think it's pog to be mean to racists? Emotional edging. It is emotional edging. I don't practice it in real life. I think in real life you should give a lot more affection than you normally would. But on stream, I have to do it for the safety of the stream because I know that some of you are insane. I do it because I know what all of you are capable of. Eye in the dark. Mini plants 3 minutes. What is this eye in the dark thing? Eye in the sky. Eye in the dark. So I have to shoot some eyes inside the dark, which will help me open some way. Let's get regen HP more. Yeah, I like regenning HP. Especially for this next section, which will scare the crap out of me. And I also got a new pistol thing, I think, somewhere. No, it's random which one you get. I think I got it for this. Okay, that's interesting. It's a random. Alright, I also got some other things over here. What is this? That's a scope? I don't want a scope. Maybe I do. No, it would be annoying to use, so I'll just get this. Data complete. Data transferred. But yeah, that's why I'm here, chat. I'm here to give you what you deserve. Which is exactly the thing that you think that I mean by that. Emotional edging. There's hollow points. I think I do need armor pen for my thing here. But the stun power is really nice. You know what? Let's just go for damage. I don't care about armor piercing. And then I can go for this, which reduces damage, but also makes it easier for the recoil. Then I can go for this. Hollow sight, dot sight, or 2x scope. Let's try the 2x scope. Holy cow, that is awful. Okay, that's really bad. I don't know about that one. Okay, let's go with the dot sight. Yeah, let's go with the dot sight. That's a lot better. But it's a strategy that only works on Twitch, okay? If you have like a child or you have a partner, I don't think you should be stingy with your love. I think you should be absolutely open with your love. Because otherwise, what's the point of loving you if they can get it from somewhere else even better? But also, not even just for that case, it's like, you know, they're your partner. Shouldn't you want to love them and take care of them and treat them well and tell them nice things about them? You know, because you're all that they have, or you're their parents, or you're their safety, you're their home. That you're all they have. For me? All I'm saying is, at home, you should give love. On Twitch, none of you are fucking humans to me. Not a single one of you are fucking humans to me. You're all cockroaches here. What's funny is that if I met you in real life, I probably would be a lot nicer. I'm very aware, chat, because again, you are the good chatters, okay, chat? I've gone to other people's chat rooms, and I have seen people say the most heinous shit that humanity could ever think of. On the casual. An hour earlier, he told us that he cared about us. Now we know. Now we know. I lied to you. I'm sorry for lying to you. It's just the way that it is. Had to be done. My leg! I lied to you. The first thing we say is you are Chinese, right? Chat, did I ever show you? Sorry. So my friend group has been doing that joke for so long now. There's this video that I don't know if I've ever showed you. Have I ever showed you a video where it's like glasses that show you who someone really is on the inside, and then when the character wears it, he can hear them saying mean things, but when he takes it off, then they say nice things, right? But then when he wears it for the final character, he sees him as a Chinese person, and then he like goes, "Oh my god, that guy's Chinese." Have I ever showed you that? It's where he eventually says, "Hey, do you guys want to go get some Chinese food?" I've never showed you that. I need to show you that. It's really funny. Just remind me after stream to show you that guy's Chinese joke. It's really good. It's a bit of a masterclass in the comedy writing. Cat, are you ready to be scared shitless? But yes, I do care about you on some level. Does he know? Does he know? You are Matara 10 Spin. I love watching Matara 10. I actually enjoy her channel a lot. I have to go to the right. Hey, chat! Holy fuck. Move. I hear the microwave somewhere. Chat, where's the microwave? Oh. Okay. Oh, they have the masks that I need. I need to get your mask. Sorry, I need your mask. You've now become an objective to me. You're now an objective to me. I need your items. I need your items. Fuck! There, that's the eye face. Okay, that's terrifying. One more go, folks. Let's just keep on going here. But yeah, I care about you in that way of like, you know what it is? It's just the human element. Like, I'm starting to understand exactly what the parasocial curse is. On the one hand, you care too much, and so you believe that you're a part of someone's life. I think there is a certain limit where you can actually get to where it's actually healthier, where you don't care about, where you don't believe that you're a part of someone's life, but in the same way that I can care if like somebody trips on the street and I can ask them, are they okay? I think you can have that on streams too. But it's interesting. I definitely do feel like it's interesting how it can very easily start to make that slippery slope. You can start to slide down that slippery slope. I sometimes catch myself feeling that too. And I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. Oh my god, chat, I got so lucky. I got so lucky. I got so lucky. Do I remember the route? I sure hope so. So I have to kill 8 of these dudes and steal their mask to bring home. Kill 8 of them to bring the mask home. But there's... I'll do that after. I finally have the key. Weird, there's even a truffle pesto. It's priced like crack too. Yeah, why is truffle so expensive? Like, I know that you need like a specific type of pig to find it, but... Couldn't you just, I don't know, like... I don't know, just grow the... Like, can't you just grow your own truffle? Isn't that the whole point of, like, a mushroom? You grow it anywhere where there's moisture? In, like, a tree? And also... I know it makes things taste good, but, like... Does it have to be that expensive? I don't know. It seems like a, you know, like a scam. Scam. Okay, so now I've got some more stuff. We can go to apartments? Yo! Oh boy, I'm going to the apartments. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Chat, we're gonna go shoot up an apartment. Let's go shoot up a fucking apartment. Wait, I have to kill 5 more mask dudes actually. 5 more mask people to get the second quest. Then I can continue on. No, we have to go check out the apartment. We have to go check it out. What's in the apartment? Yo, it's just like a movie. It's just like that one Thai movie, The Raid. It's just like The Raid. Holy shit, it's just like The Raid. This is nice. Forget the sewers. I want to live in a Mirror's Edge world where somebody shoots me from across the room. I see. Okay, I see now why there's a scope. I see now why there's a scope. It's a little hard to see things. I can bust inside of a room. Okay, I didn't have to shoot the window. Okay, just open the door. Very tight, claustrophobic hallways, to say the least. It's a bathtub. What? Why is there a bathtub? Holy shit, there's a toilet. Okay, well, huh. This feels like a John Wick movie. These levels are really interesting. I actually really like this. It makes you feel like you're on the run from a group of people who are trying to hunt you down. I feel like I didn't pay off some mob boss or something. Or I slept with the wrong person. Or somebody just like wants me dead because of an old grudge, like an old boy, right? Because I caught him trying to fuck his sister. Interesting stuff. Genuinely interesting stuff. Wait, have any of you watched Oldboy? I'm sorry if I spoiled it for you. Also, I found out that the American remake of Oldboy was so bad that it didn't even include the same story notes. It was a whole different movie. Excuse me, what is this room? Okay, the rooms are getting liminal. Okay. Somebody lives like this. Dude, spoilers. We're gonna watch Oldboy on in the Kino section at some point. Okay, we're all gonna watch a movie. Chat. We have a lot of movies to go through. We have to watch The Animatrix. We have to watch Oldboy, both the American and the Korean version, so we can do it side by side. Then we need to do the Resident Evil movies because I think that they're funny. The Resident Evil movies are by far the funniest thing ever. They're very, very odd. I need to stop reloading and I need to just unjam. Something there. You've seen it before? You never saw the American one. Okay, good. This means that we can all be horrified of it at the same time. Because I've heard the American one is absolutely awful. What? That's a gurney. Wait a minute. Chat, has this game been telling me a story the entire time? Where somebody... Maybe this whole thing is an experiment where somebody has been transporting their body into this realm in order to become alive. In order to try and, like... In order to try and bring themselves back to life or something in this virtual world. Because this world isn't real, but, like, we don't really know why we're here. But there's hints and elements of... possibly healthcare happening, which... What is this healthcare thing that I keep seeing about? People get healthcare in their life? What is this shit? It's not real, is it? I thought healthcare was a scam. I thought it was fake news. Recently, they had a section about the movie in the reference book that you use with your students. Holy shit. Like, the Korean one? Or the American one? Well, also, why? Oh my god. Is that how they advertise the movie, chat? What if that's how they advertise the film? Is they use textbooks that talk about the movies to... Well, I mean, not to kids, because you don't teach kids. For context, this chat that teaches fully grown adults how to speak languages. But, like... Imagine if that's why your books in school had references to movies, is because they used that to advertise the movie to you as a child to get you hooked on it. That'd be insane. Because now that I'm thinking about it, that could absolutely, like, happen. Absolutely. Can't get out. Door stuck. I'm going down. Okay. Stairway scene. Classic stairway scene in every crazy movie. These apartments, what? What? So, what? Huh? Ceramics. Elevator. There's a chapter about movies, and in one of the dialogues, the characters talked about it. So the students also loved that movie. So it was a nice revision. Sorry, wait. So do all your students know about Oldboy? I know that Oldboy is a famous movie, but I didn't know it was that famous. That you can teach any random person how to speak a language, and they also know Oldboy, which I guess it makes sense because it's like I feel like Oldboy is one of those films that's in the same level of I don't know, some other types of films where it's like it's a film that pops up in someone's list until you have to go and watch that movie because people talk about that movie, and so it's like you have to go ahead and watch it because if you don't watch that movie, then you're uncultured and on some level, right? You have to be cultured by watching Oldboy, and then only then can you say that you watch movies, right? Because who gives a fuck about a movie like I don't know. I'm so behind the movies, chat. I haven't really lived the culture for a while. I haven't really been in tune with the culture for a while. I've just been very... I don't know how to say this. Every time I program, it makes me feel less and less like I'm truly a part of the world because it feels like such an exclusionary thing to do. And yet I feel so much more a part of a different world which doesn't seem to care about this other world. Like, how come the programmers don't care about film and art? Chat. I go in these forums where people talk about tech and they go, I love AI. AI is so cool. It makes something look so nice. I see people defending AI, saying it's art. And I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, why? Why are you the only people that know what I'm doing? And why are you the people that I'm talking to? Why are you the only people I can talk to about the things that I do? Time to quit coding. Honestly, sometimes I do think about that. I do think about that a lot. It's handy to be... What is that emote? There's another... At least that particular one knows it. There's another one who's into movies and probably knows it too. Pestu? Oh my god. Pestu. That's good. Holy shit. Give me a second. I need to delete one emote and my screen is very slow. This game is eating the living Jesus out of my system. Everybody say buy the Worm Jam. I love Iron Mouse, but it's hers. It's not mine. I love watching Iron Mouse. I love watching Iron Mouse. I'm not weirdly parasocial. But that's her emote. We now have Pest Uwu. I think it's a worthy trade, honestly. Pest Uwu for Worm Jam's pretty good. Get wrecked. Welcome, Pest Uwu. Goodbye, Worm Jam. Welcome, Pest Uwu. It's just a pesto jar. Chat, wait, is that the same pesto jar from that Italian brand? Is that the Gran Cucina pesto jar? They're gonna sue me. They're gonna sue me. They're gonna sue me for taking their intellectual property, the design of the jar. God. I have to explain the Gran Cucina, why their jar is a major part of my stream. It's by, yes, exactly, it's by Mint. Most of the O tags are from Mint too. Most O tags are from Mint, so if you don't know what the O tags are, you should check them out because it's pretty funny. Check out the O tags, chat. Don't worry, the bullets can't hurt you. The bullets can't hurt you. The bullets can't hurt you. They're not real. None of this is real. Not a single one of this is real. None of this is real. Not a single one of this is real. Nothing here is real. Nothing is real. Yes, there's also the OTAG. There's also the fridge. Something about the OTAG fridge or something. I don't know. They've got a lot of weird ones. But that's why they're here, you know? Because we appreciate them. Yeah, OTAG Wizard. There's a lot of OTAGs. I think we added all of them. I think their emotes alone account for maybe 15 of ours. Congratulations. If I get famous, I'll tell everyone about your emotes. But I'm sorry to say it. For some reason, the person who uses your emotes is not famous. And I'm so sorry for your loss. It is a dramatic aura loss to have somebody like me using your emotes. I'm 30 years old. I'm jobless. I'm just a weird dude. I need that. I need that item. How do I get down there? How do I get down there? Whoa, 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 whoa. I have nothing in my chamber. Oh God. Okay, cool. I guess their head is immune on some level. Maybe I should have gotten the armor piercing stuff because this is kind of hard to kill him. Kind of hard to kill him here. Kind of hard to kill him here. Fuck, I knew it. I knew I heard him. I knew I heard him on the floor walking towards me. I have every ult tag except the vanilla ult tag. Wait, is that true? I like how I don't even have the vanilla ult tag. But see, it says a lot that I thought that their ult tag mogged the vanilla ult tag. Because think about it. Imagine seeing ult tag wizard and you go, wow, what is that? It looks so fun. It looks so fancy. It looks so happy and like free. You know what I mean? How many people have ult tag wizard? No one has ult tag wizard. We have ult tag wizard. We've been chosen by the wizard creator to have ult tag wizard. There's one item that I missed, but that's fine. We have to leave. Oh, ult tag IO. It's close enough. It's close enough. Otagio. Wait, it's not ult tag IO. It's Otagio. It's like mustachio. I get it. It's Otagio. Okay, that's a genius. This game is lagging me now. I need to figure out why it's lagging me. What is this? Otagio. Otagio Pestu. That's good. Chat, that is funny. That's Italian hands emo. Chat, you're gonna get me banned. You're gonna get me banned. People are gonna show up and be like, this guy's racist. This guy's racist. Stun power. I think I like this thing being a hollow point. I don't know. But armor is a major problem. They will sponsor me. Honestly, if they sponsor me, I'd be so happy. Can you imagine being sponsored by them? I would love to be sponsored by them. They could give me so much money for eating their... I would literally cook pasta on stream. I can cook! Also, look at that. Ooh. Ooh, this gun looks kind of nice now. This gun looks kind of nice now. Ooh. They wouldn't give me money, just pesto. They just give me pesto. Yo, if somebody paid me just in food, I think I would love that deal. Like people always say, oh, give me the money. Oh, I want stock options, yeah? I don't want either of those. Give me food. If you make an office where you give me food on a daily basis, I will die for you. I will die for you. Forget armor piercing. Get a suppressor. Get the dot sight. Die for you. Okay, chat. We have to go back to the sewers. Quick sewers run. We need to do the sewers quest. I need to get the key, open the red disc, kill 5 people, get their masks, and then leave. Thankfully, they have no armor, but they are terrifying because the whole place gets very dark. So it's going to be a little scary, but it should be okay. Need to prep all my guns just in case. Let's go find this red key. And I've always wondered this, right? Because it's not that much more expensive, I feel like, to just give somebody lunch at work. Right? But if you do, all of a sudden you build a place where people actually want to go to and spend time to, because they'll stay there. Google figured it out, but sometimes I work at the place and it's like, how come they can't figure it out? And not just pizza, okay? Pizza being the default food for work is crazy, because I feel like that is the worst food that you could get for work. It's unhealthy. It's greasy. You get sick of it after like maybe 6 slices, maybe 8 slices. You know. But you know what you never get sick of, chat? Baked salmon. Hell, just give me a stir fry. Hell, you could do fried rice. You could literally make enough fried rice to feed an office, and it would be a better meal than a pizza. Sorry, I take it back, actually. I'm craving pizza now. Chat, I'm really hungry. I keep digging my hole. Wait, maybe I should make a chat. Okay, I'll go find I'll go find the Gran Cucina, and I'll make a beautiful pesto pasta with the basil and the sauces and the sauce, and I'll make a nice little pizza pasta. Okay? How do you feel? Is that good or what? Is that good or what? Okay, everyone, horror game time. If I scream, don't scream with me, because I will be afraid. Don't scream with me. I also have to walk, because if you run, you lose your flashlight. I just need to find the exit, then I can camp the exit, let them come to me, and I can kill them. Don't scream. Ah! Chat, I will get the sponsor. I will get the sponsor. They will love me. I will make pasta. Oh my god. One to my right and one behind me. Now both to my left here. One to my top right. They're walking down now. Have I killed enough of them? Have I killed enough? Cooking stream when? I've actually been thinking about doing a cooking stream. The problem with the cooking stream is that it would reveal a lot about who I am, and so it's kind of hard to like do it well. I think I would have to do it in such a way that you wouldn't be able to know who I am, but the problem is that like how do you anonymously cook? It's kind of hard to anonymously cook, right? Holy shit, this is hard. It's kind of hard to anonymously cook, so it's like I don't know if it'd be possible for me to do so. It would be very difficult for me to anonymously cook. Like I see other streamers do it, like I'll watch GoPro on the forehead. But you understand, chat, I'm so sweaty that it might actually form enough of a reflection where you see me for who I really am. That is my fear. Use the incognito mode of the stove. Incognito mode on. The stove just doesn't heat up. There's no heating element because if there was, the light would reflect off my face and you see me. I should cook in the dark. Wait, I should cook in the dark so you can't see me. And the only thing that you see is the light of the fire. That's genius. Am I a genius? Wait a minute, yeah, so you can't see anything. You can only see the light of the stove as I'm cooking the food. You see the pan on the thing, and you just see me cook with it. Complete darkness. Holy shit. Chat, we might have figured it out. GoPro on forehead, completely dark. Incognito mode is just you do everything at nighttime. Sounds like campfire. Exactly. I have a kick button? Amazing kick stance. What an amazing kick stance. Wow. I have a massive chest. Holy shit. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, time to put the food in the oil. Ah! True. Would it be much different from the sword stream? I mean, the sword stream was very painful, though. Because I had to wear the mask. So the problem with cooking... So the sword stream was already kind of showing how annoying it was. Because the problem with the sword stream is that it's too... Like, it's easy... This is what's lagging me like crazy. There we go. Jesus, it was just so laggy. The problem with the sword stream, actually, it looks better with it on, so I'll just suffer the consequences. The problem with this, like, the thing about the sword stream is that it's very easy to be with the mask, and it doesn't really, you know, make you feel very hot, because you're just doing physical things. I can just stop doing the physical thing, and I feel better. But when you cook, you're in front of a stove, or at least a heating source, and so imagine wearing a mask while you're also cooking things. I would heat up like crazy. I don't think I would be happy. That's why the cooking stream idea needs a bit more time. Unless I run a fan, which would ruin the cooking time, I can't really imagine how I could do it in a way that would make sense. But the sword stream has the benefit of just me being able to stop streaming and just walk away, you know what I mean? But I was wearing a full-on mask, so you didn't see me. And I was wearing multiple different layers, and I had to wear clothing too. I usually never wear clothing. Or I can just wear an apron only. I think my wife would be pretty mad at me. She'd be like, honey, I thought this was just for games. No, but honestly though, I did get an apron that says best cook alive, which I thought was funny because it's like, what does it mean by the only ones that are alive, right? Like, what does it mean by best cook alive? How many people cook while they're dead? And so the question that my apron poses to you is a funny comedy trick. I need to find these ceramic jars somewhere. I don't know where. Kind of a bad lean. I lean up my whole body, and someone could have just shot me there. But I do hear them walking. It seems like they like to stay outside. Isn't that the average life of a cook? Yeah, I mean basically, yeah. I mean even the oil thing is like an average life. Like it's basically like, I've never worked at a restaurant where you had good air conditioning, where you didn't feel like you were hot and sweaty. Like you would be genuinely sweating your ass off, and it was a major detriment because I've heard that as you get deeper into fine dining. I mean, I guess like for fine dining, I guess if you play at a place which like does the food hydroponic thing with the, I don't know, the food gels and stuff, I guess you would need temperature, or if you work at like a chocolatier or something. But I can't imagine how pissed off my head chef would be if he saw me sweat into his main dish. He would probably fire me on the spot. So it's like, I don't think I could ever work at a fancy place, but the fancy places are the only places that have the money that can afford an air conditioner. Because honestly, if you work at smaller restaurants, it's literal hell. It is probably one of the most uncomfortable experiences I've ever had because of the insane amounts of heat. But you're right, I could only wear an apron. The problem is that my ass cheeks would be showing, and that would be funny. Wait, actually, okay. Honestly, it's sounding like a good idea. It's sounding kind of funny. It sounds more and more funny the more that I talk about it. I kind of want to try that. I'm going to clear it with my wife first, because again, she comes first. She's the only person who's seen my ass cheeks, right? So, I got to clear it with her first. If she says no, then it's no. But it would be funny. I have dignity, after all. I'm not just a heathen who shows his ass cheeks for no reason. I need a reason. And that reason must be garnered from my wife, who comes first. You guys know that I have a wife? Guy who talks about his wife all the time. It's like, yeah, we get it, man. We get it. Where the hell am I going? These buildings all look the same. I'm going to the park. Mom, I want to play at the park. Okay, dear. Don't forget your Glock. Dicks out for Harambe. He will show his long, girthy sword on stream for everyone to see once again. I've actually been thinking about that sword stream, and like, I don't know what I was thinking doing that stream. That stream was genuinely strange. Ow. What are you doing here? Leave me alone. I just thought it was funny to do the sword stream because I have a sword now. And so it was fun to show off my sword. Oh. But realistically, that was one of the worst streams that I could have done. It was just so risky. But it successfully completed, so it was fun. Huh? Wait a minute, there's stuff out here. There's so much stuff out here. There's like there's a bus stop. There's more operating tables. There's trash cans. So this is not Japan, because if it was Japan, they wouldn't have trash cans because of the sarin gas thing. So where are we? I've never seen an apartment like this, but I want to say that this is the best apartment that I've ever seen before. Because I really, really want to live in an apartment like this, and I don't know why. This apartment speaks to me on a fundamental level. This apartment actually looks pleasing to me, and I don't know why. I think it's because there's an actual courtyard that's clean, that looks like you could actually spend your time in, and that is almost a personal perk of living in this complex. You know? I feel like I've lived in apartments where you don't really get like a open space or anything. It's just shit. I've lived in apartments where you get nothing, actually. What you're supposed to do in that hypercube structure on the playground, okay, it may surprise you, but humans, we're closely related to monkeys. We can climb very, very well. It may surprise you that people love to climb outside. But that's basically what I've seen them use for, is most people just climb things and just walk around and climb on stuff. It's fun. The problem is that with kids, or I guess it's probably the benefit, is that when the kid falls, they don't really get hurt for very long. And so it's like, the fun immediately becomes less fun when you can get hurt. And so it's a toy with a limited time span. Swings are always fun. Seesaws are always fun. But it's like hypercubes, unless you're, you know, unless you're living in like a Star Trek world, I don't think a hypercube is fun for very long. Did I hear about the slug algorithm for front-end rendering? I've never heard that in my entire life. What is a slug? Can you tell me about the slug? Regale me about the slug in your best possible way possible. I won't judge you for it, but it's because I can't Google brain slug. Sorry, you activated the brain rot bot. You activated the brain rot bot. It's brain rot bot is here to tell you that you have brain rot. It's what is the slug? Yeah, because like it sounds interesting. Does it involve the slug of the URL? Is it like an acronym for some way of doing things? What is it? Because it'd be nice. You know what's the best front-end rendering technique? Is forcibly closing the user's computer so they can go outside and touch grass and be happy in life. That's the best rendering technique, is when you render nothing. Because if you don't have to incur the cost, then you have nothing. It's the font rendering that Valve and others use. It was under a paid license, but now it's in public domain. Oh, font rendering. Wait, that's interesting. Font rendering that Valve and others use. It was on the paid license, but now it's public domain. Can you, if you can go in Discord, can you post a link to something that I could read about it in Discord for after? We'll do it after I'm done with this game, which is after this run. So after this run, and then I finish this quest, where we can go read it. Because that does sound interesting. All I know about Valve's text rendering is that they use multi-sign distance fields to do anti-aliasing to make it look nice. And it does look nice. The algorithm actually makes it look really nice. But that's the only thing that I know about font rendering stuff. I just know it's a very complicated task that Facebook paid a dude $1 million to do per year. So that's all I really know. This game is good. I actually love this game. This game is so good. It gets better the more that you play this game. It gets more terrifying, but it's so good. I just wish my PC could handle it, because my PC's dying. This bad boy is gonna be good for another... POV, you go into like a Best Buy to buy a PC, and then they slap the top of the PC and they go, this bad boy is gonna be good for another 6 minutes. Up until Moore's Law catches up, and then it's over. And once Moore's Law is here, I'm sorry to say it, there goes your PC. And that's what happened to me. I ain't got no PC anymore because of Moore's Law. The way it is. Holy shit, I can get a new gun. Yeah! Yo. Yo, this thing sucks. It's only 2 bullets. It sucks. Okay, sorry. Actually, that sucks. Well, small dolls. I have recoil control and reload speed. I think recoil control would be nice. That's cool. Okay, I have a shotgun now. Actually, now I think I like my setup. With the shotgun, with the thing. I wish that this game had the workbench first. I feel like you waste so much money on stuff that you don't use, like the stupid demo thing, as well as the stupid like the target practice thing. I would have preferred if it just gave you access to the upgrades ASAP, because I feel like I've wasted so much of my game time building up things that don't matter. You know what I mean? Post it, but there's also a good video explaining, but you can't find it anymore. No! How much damage is there? Oh! Okay. One more try, because I want to see what this feels like. And I want to maybe... No, we can't play until we get the key. I just want to see what shotgunning someone's going to feel like. In a video game. I just want to see what this feels like. And how many levels are there in this game? Because you just keep going down. But also it's funny because it feels like we're going backwards, up. Like we're going down, but we're going up. But yeah, I'm curious to see what that is, because it's interesting that there's a whole system for font rendering. I know that rendering fonts in general is a complicated task, so it makes sense that they would have like a technology that you'd have to pay for, because it's, you know, it's not an easy thing to figure out. But to know that it's now open source, I wonder what that means basically. Because what does it mean that it's now open source? What does it matter, right? Not to say that things have to matter, but I'm curious to see what changes now that's open source. Like, are more places using it? What's the what have you seen change from it now? Or is it just that it's now available to use? And I also want to know like how it differs a lot, because it's something I don't really notice, but I do notice that like text in Half-Life games have a particular look and feel to them that does feel nice. But I can't really figure out, is it because of the technology behind it, like the algorithm, the choices, or is it specifically because of their styling choices, like the way that they made their font, the way that they decide to show it in the UI and stuff, you know? Hard to tell. Because again, I'm a troglodyte. I know nothing about society. I'm a troglodyte. I live my life going, walking around, saying, pretending like I have expertise, but I don't have anything. I don't have anything. I'm not smart. I'm not good looking. Well, it was always used by the big companies, but I guess now indie devs can use it too legally without paying. That's true. That's true. Well, have you... Okay, if you can find the video, please do. If you can find a resource that even shows an example of it, please do. Because that's very interesting. I'll check it out after this. Just a bit more shotgunning. It's really fun to shotgun. And this doll somewhere. I have to find dolls. Where are these dolls? What dolls? There's dolls. I have to find dolls somewhere. Where's the dolls? I will say that that's the only thing about this game that I do kind of hate, is that it's all a collectathon. Not to say collectathons are necessarily bad, but it is interesting that all you can do is collect things. It's sort of like, really? This is the best that we can do? With this game concept and the idea of having guns that you have to care about how you use them, it's sort of sad that all you really can do is just collect items. To be fair, thinking of how to make a good quest is difficult. It's like, what do you even do as a quest line for people? But the one thing that I wish this game had more of. Where's the exit? I don't like the apartments anymore. It's too many people living here. It's just too large. Oh god. It's like Cyberpunk. When you go in Cyberpunk's like your main apartment, and there's like a million different places to go, and everyone's all spread apart. It's just too much. Please, where is it? Where's the exit? But yeah, I'm just very curious to see what exactly makes that font rendering thing so important. Oh, that's you killed them to get the doll, so same thing as before. Okay. It all boils down to murder. All of it. Subsonic. Oh, can I get a silencer? Can I finally get a silencer too? If I can get a silencer with subsonic ammo, does that matter? Because I wonder how much stealth actually matters in this game. I feel like stealth doesn't matter at all. Everyone knows where you are at all times. I hear the exit somewhere. No, that's a vending machine. Yeah, I was learning more about, trying to learn more about how font rendering is done. There's a lot of different cool ways that it's done. Even then, I still don't really get it myself. Different algorithms in place, different ways to do it. It's a complex topic that I never thought about how to do it well. Especially when you have to do things like scaling it to look well on any device, scaling it in such a way that it looks good. Like, I found a really cool bitmap font called Cosette by something the Moonwitch. Really great font. I posted it in the Discord. It's a really nice bitmap font. And then I learned what a bitmap font is and how complicated it is to support such a thing versus the new modern day vector fonts, which is only what Windows has. And I was like, oh boy, there's a lot to think about here. Never knew about this like ecosystem of, you know, bitmap fonts, but now that I know, it looks really, really nice, and I really like using it. But my god, does Windows make it so goddamn blurry? But the font looks so cool. It's like a JRPG almost. It's very neat. It's very neat. But that was sort of the intro to my understanding of how complex it is to do font stuff. Like, there's so many different things you have to care about. Every platform has a different way of doing it. There's different systems in place, so it's like some systems might provide a way to describe fonts and with like certain things that you need to make it work. Other systems might not. Windows doesn't, for instance. But even I just got blasted. Even Linux doesn't really have it. It's more of an extra thing that you get to describe an extended font format. Unlike this game, letters are hard. And you know what's crazy? Again, I want to remind you all. There was a dude at Facebook who was paid $1 million per year who left because, and honestly kind of a Chad move, he left because he didn't agree with the politics of Facebook and what they were getting into. What a fucking Chad. Okay? But he was getting paid $1 million a year just to handle font rendering. That's his entire job. I gotta get into this shit, okay? I'm missing out on this money. I gotta be a font renderer. Because what's the point of programming if I don't get a lot of money for it? That was very quiet. There we go.